Alright. Everyone appears to be ready. Let's go. So, the game was so good, I want to see the exact same thing happen again, but it won't, because it's predictable, and people won't go for it, or maybe they will. Maybe it'll be a Galaxy Brain play. I think they're talking strategy. Oh no, here we go. Match is beginning. Right. Masari Hierarchy versus Novus Hierarchy. I think this matchup is slightly in Masari Hierarchy's favour, but Novus Hierarchy does have the ability to just completely roll over Masari Hierarchy. Of course, there's the dynamic of you have to either block for Mirabelle or block for Hierarchy. Here, because of the spawns and how far away you are from Hierarchy, this has to be anti-Mirabelle. That's what it was in the first game, and I expect to see the exact same here. Matter Engine built here soon. I want an early-ish robotic assembly from Warbringer after 2 recycling centers, maybe 3. And this early Matter Engine, yep, there we go, anti-Mirabelle. Because you know it's going to take so long for Hierarchy to get to you. We see a fast Habwalker from Doctor this time. This is different. Okay, this is all in. There is a Mirabelle on the enemy team, and historically, Habwalkers are bad against Mirabelle. We see a Reaper coming over to build a Glyphcarver coming over to build a Reaper here. And this Habwalker, I think, is planning to capture all these center areas. Very interesting. We see quad Reapers from Darky here in the corner, and from Doc we see a mere 2 Reapers before the Hab. So it's a 3 Reaper plus Walker start for Doctor, and a raw 4 Reaper start for Darky. He's going to have superior eco. And there's just better instants in this part of the map, I think, for Darky. There's these little boxes, which are very nice. So I think Darky has a slightly better spawn. We see the early robotic assembly as I anticipated, and this Habwalker is not going to be quick enough. Even rushing it, you won't get the grunts out in time. It's just not going to happen. We see from Yuno fast Peacebringers. Okay, he's going to rush the Peacebringers. That's brave. That's really brave. There is a big distance between him and Hierarchy, so there is going to be a big period of time that he has to prepare, but Darky is running a Glyphcarver over aggressively. Conga line of own bots means we are seeing a slightly late Mirabelle, and yeah, Warbringer's doing the same thing again. He's going for this turret first, knowing they can't prevent it. No, nice sell. Okay, so we see the Monolith harassment coming in from Darky this time, as opposed to Doctor. And the early Monolith harass is not bad, because if they Monolith harass you later, you've already got a Monolith in place to poke back. And Warbringer's capturing all these turrets and the fuel pump. Excellent play. Covers all of this area. You cover all 3 directions to come into the center, which is a very big point of interest. You have passive income, and your teammate can build glyphs here relatively safely. Under the cover of a monolith, very safely. Our first Figment comes out, and we see multiple monoliths coming in to harass Doctor. Doctor's going to have to build monoliths of his own, or get his teammate to bail him out with Disciples, but then Mirabelle's just going to crush those. And they saw the Habwalker, which means Mirabelle is beelining it for this Walker. Yuno should have his Figments running over right now, because Mirabelle is going to hit so many hard points here. And these monoliths are actually doing a lot of damage to this arrival site. AFK Mirabelle. Arc turrets just to deal with the monoliths, though. If you just retreat these monoliths now and or sell them... Oh, the 2 hardpoint snipe, and it's down to the coolant node, and this is why Habwalkers against Novus are pain. Darky should retreat these monoliths. They've done their job. They forced out 2 arc turrets. We see a Figment coming down to scout Novus base. Novus is a bit lower on the eco because of the early robotic assembly and Mirabelle, but that will be made up for in a couple of minutes thanks to this pump. We see an aggressive Walker placed, which is going to make a beeline to this Masari base. It was scouted earlier, they saw it was anti-Mirabelle, they see it's compact, Walker steps on it, base go BOOM! And we still see Monolith. Oh my god! What is that range? And that's only 3 range enhancers. What? That's nearly a full screen. That's absurdity. Mirabelle comes back in looking to bully Reaper drones. Walker's making its merry way. Yuno killing constructors, and he's going to deny the science center. Oh, he didn't get sold. That's a lot of money. That's a big play from Yuno. But he has no idea about this Walker. We have Ownbots dotted about everywhere to scout for Walker glyphs. I love this. This is beautiful play. Mirabelle did something. I think she got a missile barrage, perhaps, on these Reapers. We see 2 Spitter turrets coming down to defend against her, so she'll be sniping Spitters instead of Reapers. But Doc has nothing. The Habwalker got shafted early, and he's got nothing. All his eco's going into turrets. That's not going to help his teammate. We see a second assembly glyph going down. Figments are coming in to scout. This is going to be a glyph snipe. This is a very smart place to build a satellite base. You're protecting your pump, and you've got laser turrets. He doesn't see the glyph because dark mode has no vision. Warbringer's going to be happy about this vehicle assembly going down because they don't see the glyph. Oh my god. He's got Spectrum Cycle on the Ownbots. That's what's protecting them from the Figments. And the assembly glyph, it's going to survive. He doesn't see it. No! Laser turret paying itself off. They see it now, but it's too late, I think. Meanwhile, we have Mirabelle scouting to let the Walker know what's coming. They saw the glyph, but it's too late now, I think. Is it? No, it got destroyed! You got the glyph, that's big, and this vehicle assembly is not complete. That is big. That's a really nice play by Yuno, keeping his team in the game there, but he is not ready for this Walker. And if this is Quantum 3, which I don't think it is, if it is Quantum 3, it's game over, but it's not. Yuno reporting he sniped the glyph, which he did. Antimatter tank coming in. I think Warbringer is okay with this going badly. He's not okay with the glyph getting sniped. You probably trade both of these so that your teammate's glyph goes up. Still has his pump. Yuno says he's okay, but he is not okay. Almost got Peacebringers. That does not matter, friend. This Walker is going to blow your entire base. Doc now getting another arrival site down, which I don't agree with. This is bad. You need to do activity. Your Masari teammate can't hold against this. Antimatter's tanks are just doing stuff, not achieving too much, but they are drawing Figment attention. We're seeing an EMP built in a very safe place from Warbringer. Especially since you know Hierarchy probably doesn't want to come down this way because it's another Hierarchy here. And this base is about to pop. That hurts, and Yuno's out the game. That's game over. You can't win. It's not doable now. He's got architects which have escaped, but he has to build a building. No, he can't. There's not enough time. He was too slow. He's going to lose by base destruction. That's it. That's game over. That's just absolutely game over. Doc's just going to get super weaponed to death.
You can't do anything. Doctor has an annoying habit of not conceding when the game is absolutely over. This assembly of Warpglyph is going to go unnoticed until it's too late. Oh, we see a matter engine beacon, that's funny, but why is he not conceding? Yeah, Darky's even sending his production walker into fight because why not, the game is over. This walker's not going to do too much, but doesn't matter. I'm fairly convinced Warbringer could go AFK, and Darky would probably win this, because he just has map control. Not only that, but Warbringer's just got a superior economy, he's got the EMP, Black Hole is going to come up soon. Just, come on, Dark. Come on, Dark. Fortunately, it won't take too long to finish them. This walker will win the fight, but you know where it is. Mirabelle's going to chip it down. Doc's going to take a while to crack. Annoyingly. It's just... I have nothing to say now. What can I say? It's Team 2 cleaning up. Then Team 1... Well, one of Team 1 being a pain. I can't commentate this. But what I can say is, the tale of this game was Doc not being able to apply early pressure. He went for the risky Habwalker, which got scouted and obliterated by Mirabelle. And that's why you can't go Habs against Novus. It just does not work. It's sad, but it doesn't work. You lose too much early presence. And he went for the arrival site, the backup arrival site, which just doesn't do things. It's nice to have if you're drowning in money and you're not in a losing position, but when you're in a losing position, it doesn't do anything. Been better off buying a Saucer, repairing this arrival site if you're that worried. I think we should see Visop soon from Darky just to close out the game so you can see Doc, where Doc's trying to run away to. This Walker nearly wins the fight with the help of just Mirabelle. That's impressive. And that's the tale of the game. Doc was just unable to make anything happen for Mirabelle. Oh my god, Darky with the Monolith play. That's hilarious. Oh my god, this Habwalker, seriously. But the range on that Habwalker, though, was so funny. And then just died to the Assembly Walker, because, there we go, he finally concedes. Because he just couldn't defend himself. He went anti-Mirabelle, which was good, and then he dies to the Walker as the follow-up, and that's the nature of this matchup.
Good game. Well played by Darky and Warbringer. Just excellent stuff. Warbringer's map control was excellent. Darky did a nice assault on Yuno's base, and they snowballed. Look at Doc's eco, he just didn't have any either, because Mirabelle harassed it all. Good game. Good game. Let's see what they have to say.
Back before I even said I was going to try back.
Good game. Tale of that game, Habwalkers suck against Mirabelle.
Yeah.
They just suck, man. I respect the effort, but god damn, it's so painfully bad against Mirabelle.
Those snipes were so disgusting.
Did you see the range on the Arc turret with the range extenders? It's absolutely insane.
No, you like that?
It was pretty cool. Also, the backup arrival site didn't really do anything, but the game was pretty much over by then because Yuno was just getting attacked and he couldn't defend against a Walker.
He said he was fine, and then
he did, but he didn't see the impending doom.
Build more turrets in front of your base.
But I want to say, excellent strategy from Warbringer and Darky, capturing all the turrets in the middle and making a safe haven for Darky to put his glyphs. The next one got scouted, but the first one wasn't, and that was the one that mattered. I assumed you went a Habwalker to try and get grunts to control the center.
I went a Habwalker to defend my base, which worked.
It kind of did, yeah, I guess. But also your Reapers got harassed by Mirabelle and just wasn't enough to deal with her. Okay. Game 2 in this series. Same teams, Warbringer and Darky versus Yuno and Doctor. Under normal circumstances, I'd say that Yuno and Doctor have an advantage, but Darky has leveled up a lot. We've got Team 1, Yuno and Doctor on the bottom, so it's top versus bottom, versus Warbringer and Darky. And this time the shoe's on the other foot. The matchups have flipped. We've got Team 1, I think it's Team 1, on Hierarchy plus Novus versus Team 2, who is now Masari versus Hierarchy. We've got anti-Mirabelle, of course. You've got to worry about that. But I want to see a defensive Walker on this map. Masari will not hold against Mirabelle and a Walker. It's just not going to happen. He's in dark mode again. Warbringer! Light mode. Go dark mode. Architects move quicker. They build sooner. Come on, man. We've seen early skirmisher portal, presumably for glyph scouting, and we've got the standard 4 Reaper start from Darky. For Yuno, we've got the standard Mirabelle rush. I think this is a true Mirabelle rush. Getting her as early as possible. We see triple Reaper start from Doctor, so he's going to go for a rush. We're going to see a Reaper dropped in this relatively safe zone. Are we going to see Sky Sari, maybe? No, there's no Knowledge Vault yet. We got very odd Matter Engine placement. Doc does not have much economy. He's got 3 Reapers, and he's not going for instants. Doc. Vipe out H first. Don't want to see Zessus in my base with Visops. Right, so they're going to target down Hierarchy. That's very interesting. We got a forward Machina, which is not the best position for it, because if a Walker was coming at this angle, it would crush this first, which means that you might not get a Reaper or something. We've got this Carver coming across, presumably to place a Reaper here, and then maybe a defensive Walker. And the Reaper drone micro from both sides is poor. Oh, never mind, there's some good Reaper micro here. Doctor's not microing Reapers at all, which means Darky is performing better in this early game. He's going to probably go for the standard, run the Reaper all the way across here, then it's going to nest here. And hopefully we see another Reaper collect all these yummy instants in the middle here. We've got this Walker right outside Hierarchy's base. They're going to go for a Walker plus Mirabelle combination. We see the Monolith harassment. And he sees no Glyph Carvers here, so Darky's got to know that they're spread out. Doc's now going for 2 Reapers, sucking up money pretty quickly from his teammate, which means that Novus is going to get money slower later in the game. You're better off harvesting all of this, and there's so many instants here that neither player is getting. We have the defensive Walker coming out from Darky. This is excellent. I really like this. This is brilliant. We see a Dark Mind. This is anti-Mirabelle. If Mirabelle runs this way, it will fail. This Assembly Walker's already down, and it's going to be a phase tank rush. Darky's already got the backup Carver in his teammate's base. I want to see a Reaper drone dropped here. Doc's eco is now up and running. We see a Monolith in the water here. That's a smartly placed Monolith. Unfortunately, does not hit anything. Mirabelle is hunting for Reapers and not finding them. So Darky not collecting all these instants is in a way paying off, but it's still worth it to lose a Reaper just to get these instants. Doc's pinging for Mirabelle to back up his Walker, but he's going to find nothing. Okay, Mirabelle finally finds this Reaper, and I expect him to hoover up this instant and then immediately sell it. That would be optimal. He is not going to sell it, he's just going to take the other instant. Okay, that's fine too. That's fine too. He sees this Carver, that should alert them where this Walker is. They see this Carver, they must know where the Walker was built. That should alert them. Mirabelle has Spectrum Cycle already, protecting her from these Figments. Figment play will be very hard on her. And there's a Walker being built just here. Don't leave the Figments into the Walker. Warbringer losing some Figment micro potential here. He's going into the base to hunt Constructors. We see a massive economy being built here. And we see Darky with the backup arrival site already. Yep, he recognizes this is dead. Abandon it and just build it here. Nice play. Really well played from Darky. And he's migrating his Reapers west. That's very nice. And he's going to leave the arrival site here so that these units have to stay longer. That's better than selling it. Oh, we got a Mirabelle death probably. Nice. Somehow we got the stun on her. Backup patch popped. No light mode switch. But the chain stun is cleanly there. Well played from Warbringer. I don't know, I think that might have been a mistake on Yuno's part. That probably shouldn't happen with Spectrum Cycle. But I'm going to say it was good play on Warbringer's part as well to see that opportunity. Mirabelle does have pathing issues. She might path badly. Oh, we got Darky with this Walker here. I apologize for missing that. But now Yuno sees this and he's going to lose at least these 2 buildings. At least. And these... Oh, this Walker's not in position. These phase tanks are going to run all the way down here, which means that Darky's Reapers are so safe. Darky's building a Spitter turret here. He should be having some Reapers here for sure. It's just such a safe spot, and Masari isn't using the money. We're seeing a lot of Figments coming out from Warbringer by the looks of it. He's going for high eco now. He has 4 Matter engines. Not 5, but 4. We got Darky's own phase tank coming down. And this Walker isn't in position to do anything now. This Reaper's probably dead. And this Walker assault is going to be very successful. The Figment support is in. Targeting down this vehicle assembly. You can stun this field inverter and kill it. And Darky playing very well. Darky is a relatively new player. But he has come a long way in a short amount of time, and he is having big impact. Orbis Walker didn't go at quite the right angle, though. That's a bit of an error. But the Walker play is lovely, as well as this backup arrival site. And now he's going to counter-attack and take out Doc's arrival site here, by the looks of it. And these field inverters will cleanly fight off the Figments. They might get the flow gen. I want to see a light mode switch now to secure this. Nice Figments done. Gets the flow gen and Novus's power in... No, the Novus power is still up. This Walker actually is deciding to go here instead. This might be better. Maybe it is going at the right angle, and I'm wrong. Darky multitasking and hitting the arrival site. Oh, he's going for the Reaper drone as well. Beautiful harassment. Doc's preparing his backup arrival site already. Figment stuns are nice. And the assault is a successful one, for certain. The power goes down. This is a brilliant assault. Wow, this is beautiful. And Doc's Walker is just not achieving anything by walking here anymore. Get the cell? He did not get the cell. That's an error. At least it doesn't look like it. So Novus is going to hoover that up. That's yummy, nutritious, delicious resources. But the power is down. Oh, but he had one being built here, so it's not too bad. Alright, crisis averted. We have some Avengers being annoying, but they're not going to achieve much. But Darky finished up that arrival site and is taking out Reapers. Finish this Reaper. No, nothing. But we see Peacebringers coming out right now. There we go. I knew the timing. We see maxed out matter engines from Warbringer, except for this one up here. And now he's going to be bringing in the Peacebringers. And what is Team Yuno and Doctor going to do about this? Yuno's done really well to fight this off. That was a very good assault, and Yuno did deal with it cleanly, but it bought Masari that also valuable time. Doc's got a big army of phase tanks. A big army of phase tanks. That could have a big impact. They need to protect Doctor's economy. These phase tanks need to be here fighting with these antimatter tanks. Yuno sacking antimatter tanks just to buy Doc a bit of time. We see scouting own bots placed around. Very nice. But Doc and Yuno don't have anything. Oh no, the spit turret. Oh, it can't be made. That's a blessing for Doc. He would have just lost that in an instant. Detection drone is going down, but... Okay, the army's come in and it's going to get cleaned up. That's a good defense. Zessus bomb is already set. We saw the Dark Mine go down. We're maybe going to see these Avengers rebuilt. I'd personally like to see them used for scouting. And do we have Visops from Darky? We don't. I think Darky has gone all in on salvaging Warbringer's early game so that he can build up. And I would say Darky has done very well. We got Spectrum Cycle for the Figment plays. He's destined for greatness. We got Kamal Rex on the field. Very nice for Masari to have backing him up. Reaper Drone gets sold, very good. And this is the issue. Right now, because Doc was harvesting this earlier, and not this, they're sharing this money, which means money is going to be coming in very slowly. Whereas Darky just has free reign to farm everything and anything he wants. This glyph should be going down. If Yuno sees this, Doc pings it, and it gets either sold or destroyed. I think it was sold. We have a black hole from Yuno. That 5-minute timer is ticking. Black hole on this base kills it. So right now, Warbringer is shouting, find the black hole. That's what he's saying to his teammate. He's probably begging for Visops right now. Doc's got the Science Walker. So he's going to be getting the Visops. Unless he wants to go for Magnets. Magnets is a real possibility here, but you might expect to see Altea coming out of this base anyway because of the black hole. Altea doesn't counter black hole, but she does make it harder to place effectively. We see some normal harassment going on. And this black hole has to win the game, I think. Doc is pinging here. He's yelling Walker, maybe. or the glyph is being built. We got a pop cap of phase tanks, or what looks to be a pop cap of phase tanks. Doctor has little eco, though. This black hole has to be big. Doc does not have money. The Figments have been scouted, so Yuno's going to clean those up handily. Dead in an instant. 1 volley, 2 volley, dead. Stuns the Constructor for whatever it's worth. Nice ping by Doctor, nice kill by Yuno. So I can see that Yuno has 20k, and Doctor has just 2k. Yuno is rich, so actually Doctor taking this money isn't as big a deal. I think we need to see magnets. The Dark Matter Storm comes up for Warbringer, which means that it's going to be up just before this black hole, about a minute. They need to see this black hole generator, and they need to destroy it. We see an excellent wall come out from the Cabal. Brilliant play. Brilliant play. Nice and simple, but brilliant nonetheless. And right now, Doctor is trying to keep this team closed in. Oh, we see a teleport play. Into the middle, but mines. Where are the mines? But Zessus lives. I want to see Figment stuns any second now. Maybe they're on cooldown? Where are the stuns? This is not the greatest fight. Abduct, big abduct, and just sells everything. Yep, very smart. Don't give them the opportunity to abduct. Nice play by Doctor. That's given him a good bit of cash. He's up to 7k. This Walker has now been scouted. It's not going to achieve too much. It might crush a few units, though. Is Yuno going to micro? He is. And this Walker is going to achieve absolutely nothing. I think Darky wanted to sacrifice it anyway, so he'd have a Walker slot for a Science Walker, though. So I think it's fine. I think that was the plan, and if he gets some kills or crushes a building, that's a nice bonus. Darky is building another assembly, so he's not getting the Science Walker. I'm not convinced I agree when you need to see this black hole. Walker cell. Walker cell. Darky. Sells the Walker. Nice. Doc's got a Walker just sat here, potentially for a future attack. It's quite a nice position for it. Unlikely to be scouted. Yuno's now finding the Reapers of Darky, and I can't see Darky's income. Or eco, sorry. Doc does get the Visops. They see everything now. Warbringer has to sell these matter engines, or they have to find this black hole now. Like, right now. They do not have the luxury of time. There's a stuck Architect here. They see this Architect running to the side. Doc should probably just intercept that with his Walker, or maybe Yuno's army can. We need to see this black hole get sniped, otherwise Darky and Warbringer, this base just goes kaboom. Warbringer needs to have his finger on that cell hotkey. Warbringer's yelling, I've got this teleport play. Find that black hole. Sacrifice your whole army if you have to. This black hole must die. He's got Dark 4, Matter Storm. Things need to happen now. But Yuno and Doctor can see everything right now. They have the luxury of vision. It's just Doctor doesn't have a force to go with the vision. He is the Eternal. That's Orlok coming out for Darky. We should have seen Visops. Visops from Darky would have decided a lot here. The two Walkers are charging, so they're creating this question of do we black hole the Walkers or do we black hole the base? But I think you target this every time. Doctor's recovering his eco. He's got many Reapers down. He's got Saucers out to stop the Architects from building up. I'm surprised this Citadel is going uncontested, honestly. They're scouting for stuff from Darky's side. They're not sure of where Doctor's stuff is. There's the black hole. And the cell hotkey was there. Excellent cell on the matter engines. I think this matter engine still pops. That hurts, but that wasn't game ending. But it's a big black hole. That's a very big black hole. That's a forfeit. Warbringer? Why would you fall? That was not an over game. Warbringer's looking at this map now and is kicking himself. That was not a lost game. That was still playable. That was far too early a concede. We need to go in there and see what that was about. That concede was way too early.
Well, I just didn't want to play that shit anymore. Honestly, I just didn't want to play that shit.
Why did you just quit?
That was,
Bro, that was
not a lost game.
The stupidest game I ever played, if I'm being completely honest. What the fuck?
Why?
I was 1 second from killing Yuno's entire army, and then my super weapon died. For fuck's sake.
Your super weapon was
that
alive,
means you gotta
though.
quit?
I killed his flow conduit, and he wouldn't be able to escape my super weapon. But it died. I'm not sure why it died. What the fuck?
It didn't die.
Because he black holed it.
No, it doesn't die from one black hole. I sold my matter engines.
It did not die. You still had it.
It died. No, it died.
I'm
What?
fairly sure it was still there. We can look on the recording, but I'm...
No, I couldn't super weapon him. That's why I quit.
Game 3. Let's go. We got the same matchups as Game 2. Warbringer and Darky on Masari Hierarchy, and Dr. Yuno on Hierarchy Novus. So we've had the same matchup for 3 games in a row, and it is the same matchup as Game 2. The main objective on this map are these fuel pumps. I expect Novus to get this one first, and Masari to get this one first. Yuno is asking if they can rush Masari. And Warbringer once again is going for the anti-Mirabelle build. We've got eco play from Darky, and we have the exact same coming out from Doctor, it looks like. Doctor's running a Reaper this way, for, Glyphcarver this way for something. Yuno's not sure this time. There's not that much money on this map. So this map, this definitely favours Masari Hierarchy a little bit. We see the early Skirmisher portal for the pumps. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Nature. So, we see Darky running this Glyphcarver to his teammate's base. Very nice place to put a Reaper. It's relatively safe. It's money Masari isn't using. Masari will protect it for you. We have the Monolith, the early aggressive Monolith that Darky has been loving, absolutely loving. We have the aggressive Walker. This is a nice placement because it's hard for Disciples to scout this. Very difficult to scout a spot. If it was Skysari, there's a real chance this could be scouted en route to their base. See, Warbringer going standard. We have a Reaper Glyph here. The arrival site's going down, and we should see an Ohmbot coming over to help Doctor out here. We have the aggressive Walker from Darky as well. Yuno might not see this. He's looking, but not quite. Yuno has this hydraulic pump. Doctor's begging for help. The Monolith is now teleported elsewhere. Oh, it's harassing Reapers now. Ohmbots are on their way to help out his buddy. We have a Reaper drone walking along the road collecting instants. This Walker will successfully land. And I want a defensive Walker out of Darky here once again. Doc is pinging here for a Walker build, but it's actually here. This is going to work. Darky is putting a Reaper here. This is an excellent location for a Reaper. There's some instants, more than it looks like. There's these little poles that are worth 100, which is really nice. It's just quite a bit of money. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 poles, and scouts it a bit too late. Both the Reaper and the Walker come down. The attack plan will have to be abandoned for Yuno, and he's going to have to defend against this assembly. Mirabelle's already on her way. Hardpoints are being kitted, but Mirabelle will, of course, deal with this. This Reaper should be crushing this Ohm and collecting these instants. And the hardpoint is going to be lost. The entire arm is lost. Doc is pinging his Walker. Oh no, this defensive Walker is well positioned, but it might be a bit too late. If this Glyph gets sniped, it's game over for Warbringer and Darky pretty much. This Monolith is uncontested, hilariously. This Walker might just come down. Oh, the Defilers spawned badly, they have to run around. But Walker's not going to come up. There's no way. We're going to get the cell. Yeah, it's dead. And that might be game. We see a half anti-Mirabelle, half anti-Walker build. This is very nice positioning. We need to see a cell on this Knowledge Vault. We see no Architect migration. We have stunned Architects from something, or they're just AFK? No, they're just AFK. This is not good. The Knowledge Vault needs to be sold. It's just destroyed. Unless this is the best Walker attack of all time, this game is over. Successful Defiler rush. Warbringer was not ready. Did Mirabelle go down? I don't see her anywhere. I think the Figment play may have got her, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I think if you're Novus, you abandon this base, run to your teammate's base, use them as a wall to rebuild. We have some Reaper on Reaper action, that's funny. But it doesn't even matter, actually. These Defilers are going to come in and mop up Darky's base, and there's just nothing. The Assembly Walker doesn't even do that much, actually. Novus doesn't even have to abandon its assuredly game. Interestingly, when Warbringer forfeited, it looks like he lost his laser turret. That's funny. Ow. Forfeit. Warbringer left the game twice somehow. Yeah, he forfeited. Good boy, Darky. It was over. Classic Defiler Rush. Classic Defiler Rush.
You like that rush?
Very nice.
Because I was
Darky underscore said, we did not expect that.
The Glyph was so well positioned from Doc because Disciples won't scout that easily because of the massive cliff.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my god, such a stupid spot.
I can only pull that off because Warbringer hasn't seen me go right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Darky was dropping the defensive Walker, but it was just slightly too late. If that had been placed maybe 30 seconds earlier, life would have been alright.
Doubt it. I had too many Defilers. Even if he got the Walker out, I would have chewed it up.
He probably would have had time to kit a couple of hard points. I don't know. It was close. It was very close. Did Mirabelle die?
He would die, but like I had 7.
She did? There. Oh no.
No, she didn't die, but I just forfeited, and she would have died for sure.
Okay, so we can assume she would have died. Yeah, if that Walker had come down and been kitted, it might have changed things. Because that was a quick one, I do have time to cast another. Do you want to try and even that up?
Yeah, sure. Like it's...
Yeah! 4-game series, let's go. Game 4. So, they want the run back. They want to even up the score. They know the map a bit better now. They've realised that this position on the map is a good Walker spot. It will get scouted this time. even if Doc thinks they're metagaming and won't scout it, it will be scouted, I assure you. I absolutely promise you. And I want to see Warbringer do Sky Sorry, but it's so hard to pull off against Novus. Game 4. To even up the score. That rhymes. Let's do the casting times. Yeah. Let's begin. Once again, the same matchup for 3 games in a row now. Interesting how it started the other way around, and then it's flipped entirely. We got Yuno and Doctor versus Darky and Warbringer. Masari Hierarchy versus Novus Hierarchy. Same spawns, exactly the same game as the one we just saw. Let's see what happens. We're gonna see the 4 Reaper drones start from Darky. Yep. And this time, this is going to be scouted as well. I promise. So I expect the Walker Glyph from Darky to probably go down here, or go straight up defensive here. We see, once again, the anti-Mirabelle build. Double Architect boost on the Citadel, that's interesting. And we have triple Reaper plus a Carver moving out for Doc. So this time they're going to try and go aggressive on Darky, question mark, or is he trying to get an early Reaper here? Darky, of course, sending a Carver to his Masari teammate's base. That is standard and should nearly always be done. Yuno got the early robotic assembly, looking for glyphs. Darky is not ready for these own bots, I think. Slightly later Mirabelle. Probably worth it. This is an evolution in the metagame. A slightly later Mirabelle to get this own bot scout going, pioneered by Upple Knight himself. We're going to see some early Disciples come out. And again, the same base build from Warbringer. Slightly anti-Mirabelle, slightly anti-Hierarchy. This glyph is going to be scouted, and do we have the Monolith that Darky has been favouring? Doc will probably sell this as soon as he sees this Carver, fearing that Monolith. This Reaper is hoovering up the instance once again. Don't build the glyph there, Darky. It's going to be so obvious if they saw your Carver. He's not building it. Okay, good. Conga line of own bots covering this all-important spot. Doctor is pinging here for some reason. Maybe he's telling where he wants his Walker to go. But this glyph was scouted. No, Darky, that's so aggressive and obvious. Is he going to get away with it, though? The Ownbot is running down to take the laser turret, and it changed direction. Okay, Warbringer will get his team's laser turret. He did scout the spot. I told you. I told you he was going to go for that. So we got a slightly more eco-heavy start for Darky. No walkers down for him yet. This one's coming down, and it will probably land safely looking at it. Yuno got his fuel pump very early, and these own bots are very aggressive. Micro around the Reaper Crush. Very smart. These Reapers are all clumped. Darky should be crushing these fuel pumps, fuel tankers, and then picking them up as they become, I want to say, 350 value instants. We should be seeing the defensive Walker coming down any second now. We have the Disciple coming up to take this fuel pump, which Yuno really should have had. We have the stun on the assembly, and it's going to be a Defiler attack. It won't be a rush this time. Darky's Walker will also land safely, and he got away with murder. He really did. They did not see his Carver go down, and evidently they saw the opposing team's glyph. Yuno is yelling, "I'm harassing these Reapers" very well right now, which he certainly is. This assembly here is going to have to put in work. It's a fully kitted assembly. If this goes unnoticed, Yuno's in trouble. Mirabelle's coming down to harass Hierarchy. That's 2 Reapers dead, a third soon to follow. This Reaper is migrating east.
An ally beacon appears.
Yuno's pinging the army. Darky says it's okay, he's focusing on attack. That can work. Base trading when you have a Masari is definitely valid. The Defilers are scouted. They know it's a Defiler attack incoming. This defensive walker will come up, and it needs to be kitted now. Right now. Yuno is yelling that he lost 4 Reapers on Darky's side, but this walker is still not noticed. Oh, this walker's gonna devastate all of this. It is scouted now. Oh, he's gonna get the triple hardpoint snipe, maybe? Oh, he didn't even scout it yet. Oh, he's only seeing it now, which means the head is facing the bad direction. So Mirabelle can't get the money snipe. We'll get only an arm. That's not enough if it hits this cluster. The defensive walker is up, and this will defend the Defilers. The turrets, the figments, the walker, this attack will not succeed. We have Disciples, which are going to make an army for the enemy, essentially. Not the best thing to run them in. Stun the walker. Must be on cooldown. The walker might get more done than I expected, but it gets body blocks on the other walker. This is why the defensive walker is so good in the mirror. It just body blocks the other walker, so you can't crush things. Does Darky have any glyph carvers? He does. He's building his arrival site there. This walker did not get the money crush on all of those. Instead, it's just keeping Novus busy. If he gets the command core, it's fine. If he doesn't, then this was definitely the better movement play. He could have even gone along here and crushed this as well. He is not going to get the command core. There is no way. This was not the correct movement for the assembly walker. Should have been here. Doctor's pinging, yelling for support. There is none. Yuno is saying, I have to defend this. So, it's kind of a 1v1 here and a 2v1 here. This favors Warbringer and Darky, except for the fact that Darky has to rebuild this arrival site, and his eco is suffering a bit. Interesting Spitter turret placement. Oh, it's to deal with this Reaper. That's so funny. Do they not see each other? It feels like they should be able to see each other. What is going on here? Just building a Spitter turret in his face, excuse me? This fight's still going on, but Doc's walker is dead. Interesting development. Darky didn't get the cell. Oh, you gotta get them cells, man. It denies money from the opponent, and it gives you 1100. Mirabelle is here to put a stop to this silliness. Another assembly walker glyph goes down in the same place. This is so greedy. Spitter turret goes down so Doc can harvest in relative peace. Figments are on the move. Doc's had a good eco this whole time. Darky's had a mediocre eco this whole time, but they did trade efficiently here. Doctor did not get the cell either, but that's not as good because Hierarchy has to go out of their way to harvest this, whereas Novus just does it. It doesn't bother them. We see an antimatter swarm coming in. Doc wants to coordinate with this walker, and looking at where Mirabelle is positioned, I expect this attack to be synchronized this time. We have an army of conquerors. I want to see a switch to light mode for the moment, just to pile drive this. This interesting fight that's going to happen. Is there Figment support? Where are the Figments? Doctor's pinged it. There's 2 assemblies coming down. Darky has 3 builders, but they're not doing anything. I want to see this light mode switch, man. Figments are here. No stuns. Probably saving them for the next set of units that comes. Hits a nice stun and 2 antimatter tanks. Gets the glyph! That's massive. That's really massive. Stuns the walker as well. Gets good damage on the hard points before they're built, benefiting from the bonus. Whilst they're building, they're more vulnerable. Not switching to light mode, and this is where Conqueror's bad AI comes in. They just want to walk under the walker. Doc sells the Carver, very smart. Probably should sell this Reaper as well. And Doc has the Science Walker, so we should be seeing Visops soon. He has the money for it. Does he have Assault 3, though? That's the question. Walker is just kind of sitting there fighting. It's all it can do. We see the hydraulic pump getting assaulted. This is nice. Got to take away that money from the Masari. We see the light mode switch. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Light mode Avengers do significant damage. Very significant. Peacebringers should be rolling out soon. We have 2 upgraded Matter engines. 3 upgraded Matter engines, with the 4th coming in now. And the first Peacebringer does roll out. This marks a very big power jump. Novus just now has their field inverters, but they have that black hole. Darky has to be going for these Vizops. Does he have the eco to do it, though? He doesn't even have a detection drone yet. Doc's sending his Walker in, asking for support. Yuno's flowing in to provide said support. But they're going to be surprised by these Peacebringers. Don't think they expected them quite yet, because of the amount of Conquerors Warbringer had. Figments are in position. They are scouted by the Spectrum Cycle. The Peacebringers are completely ignoring the antimatter tanks, but they got scouted. I think they wanted to come here and pressure up here. We see the Matter Conduit with some Spitter turrets to back up the base here from the Peacebringers. They saw the path they were taking and realized they wanted to defend. We have to see Vizops from Darky. He built another assembly, but we don't see the detection drone, so maybe they're just going... There's the detection drones. The Vizops are going to come out. Peacebringers are making an excellent assault here. Figment scouting ahead. They see that it's relatively undefended. If they spot this Science Walker, which they might soon, the Figment does not see it yet. Hit the Spitter Glyph. Does not. If this Science Walker gets scouted, Warbringer and Darky are in a good position. They need to expand westward. We have Orlok coming out for Doctor. Orlok will be a very powerful defender here. 2 Peacebringers. Are they Dark 4? They are not Dark 4. So Warbringer got quicker Peacebringers at the cost of Dark 4. We do not see an effective mine. Orlok is providing excellent defense, and Yuno comes here to secure the defense. That's 2 Peacebringers down. We see an Avenger escaping, so Warbringer will try and rebuild that, but Yuno is very good at picking off Peacebringers. I speak from personal experience. Doctor has the Vizops, so they can get the money black hole. Darky and Warbringer have 2.5 minutes before the game gets incredibly hard. We have the Zessus ready.
An ally beacon appears.
We have another assembly. We don't see Vizops. How are you going to get this black hole? The Walkers are already charging because they know they're on the clock. The Walkers will not reach the black hole in time. These are simply not Assault 4. They won't get there quickly. Doc's pinging the glyph, asking, can you snipe this? Mirabelle is going to go on a little reconnaissance mission in order to do so. We see a paltry sum of phase tanks, and Mirabelle's coming in for the snipe. She'll run into a Peacebringer en route. Has to reconsider her pathing, needs to be very careful. Snipe goes off, Cell does not. That's a big blow. The Walkers are attacking. They will tag team against this Walker, but there is Yuno here to defend it. Warbringer has a Zessus bomb set up. He needs to position the Peacebringer as well. Darky has AFK Reapers. Can't have AFK Reapers, man. Field inverters are going to cloak the Walker. And the Walkers just can't even shoot. They can't even reach. Now they're shooting. Warbringer's looking for the Zessus bomb. Vizops Glyph Snipe. Well, it was with a unit. It wasn't with a Monolith or shelling, so it's completely fine. These 2 Walkers are getting torn up, but they're doing some work as well. I expect the Zessus bomb to drop on Mirabelle. There is a Dark Figment mine right here. And they're going to bomb right on Mirabelle. That's where I anticipate it. Or maybe he's going to teleport the black hole away. That's a valid play you can do as Zessus. Backup arrival site coming down. Got scouted. It's a very aggressive arrival site. And the walkers from Darky are getting chewed. The Peacebringers are here. The Zessus teleport was moderate. Should have targeted Mirabelle, really. We still don't have Dark 4. Altea is out, guarding from the black hole. And the black hole is going to be kind of tricky to aim here. Probably the best spot is here. Hit all the Reapers. That's probably your best black hole.
An ally beacon appears.
Doctor is calling for the black hole here, but he goes exactly where I said. This is the correct black hole. Altea will not die. The Machina and all the Reapers will. This doesn't hit Masari hard, but it ruins Darky's economy. And the Matter Conduit goes down to hit the Habwalker glyph. Very nice. And interestingly, the Matter Drop does actually hit the Figment Mine. I didn't know that did that. Yuno's flowing in a massive army to deal with this. Bizzop's shit mechanic. Yeah, it's a bit dumb in team games.
An ally
And there's the forfeit. It was game. Darky didn't have eco. Darky didn't have eco. That was the correct black hole.
The enemy has advanced their technology.
That was a very well-placed black hole. That was what won the game there. Kept them boxed in. Black hole the Matter engines. Hit all the Reapers. He picked all the Reapers. That was the right black hole. God, that was a lot of damage to arrival sites. And
has been vanquished.
good game. GG.
What a dumb fucking game. Also, like...
Vizops, man. Vizops are pretty good. Who knew?
It's fine. GG.
So what happened?
Nothing. You had Vizops. That's it.
Darky _ said, "Why is every game done? I think we just simply got fucked."
I mean, the point is, this matchup is much easier if they don't build black hole.
I meant stupid.
Then they cannot break through our base. I mean, they can never break through our base. But a fast black hole does what they need to do. And if I try to scout for their black hole, they have flow, which is gonna reveal my scouts, and they will just kill my scouts. And that's it. So we basically must have a Vizops if we want to win this game.
Yep.
And that's the stupidest thing about this matchup, that you need to have a Vizops in your...
Oh, not really. I mean, I've had Vizops plenty of times, but I've still lost.
No, Vizops is definitely mandatory there.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you're gonna win if you have Vizops. It's just that if you want to win, you need to have Vizops. Like, you're not gonna win if you don't have Vizops.
Also,
that's what I'm saying.
Excellent recognition from Yuno to actually hit Darky with the black hole rather than you, because Altea was in position to protect you, but not the Reapers. And Yuno just hit all the Reapers, and Darky had so little after that.
I mean, there's not much decision making once you have Vizops. It's just as simple as fuck, honestly. you just see stuff. You see Altea, she's there, fuck her, and nuke something else, and that's it.
Yeah, but it was still a good black hole.
Yeah. So Darky, I guess next time we play this, we need to go for Vizops.
Yeah, unless you agree to not build it on both sides, it's necessary.